What is up, everybody? Welcome back into the Rabbit Trails podcast for your much awaited, much anticipated another episode. I don't even know what episode this is, but I'm excited. Welcome back in, Chris and Jordan. The crew is all back in the studio again. I'm so excited. How you guys doing?
Dude, we're doing good, man. This feels weird again, but we renegotiated some contracts. We got the 24 season to come through.
Did we get underneath the salary cap, though?
Got that bag.
Jordan got paid.
We are the MLB
go.
because we don't have a salary cap. You know what I mean? It's
Just full Ohtani.
we are our own salary cap. You know what I mean?
So, Jordan, you're set through like 30, 35? Is
Yeah,
that
boys. So they negotiated my contract. I'm back through the 2043 season, with that max
So-
lifetime
But you don't
contract.
get paid till the 2040 season.
Right,
yeah.
that is the sucky part of it all.
Yeah.
It's a delayed
Hopefully by
contract.
then we have some,
So you're making.
some revenue flow.
We're really banking on a high revenue increase this season.
The next 20 years.
Yeah. So what? We renegotiated Jordan's contract. So you're on an $8 million, $50 million contract, and $50 million of that is to be made on your 10th year or 8th year, whatever it is.
Yeah, we just kick the can down the road. That's
Yeah.
what we do.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. This feels good to be back, though. So I am joined alongside Jordan, who's the age-old producer here. Randall, you already know him.
Don't do a lot of producing.
He's pretty much the reason why a lot of people are here is just to hear Randall's voice, hear him laugh, hear him talk, because it's
During
really
the-
funny.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah, go
During
for it.
the off season, the amount of people that just DM'd me like screen grabs of your laugh throughout episods,
Is that kind of creepy? Let's be honest.
mind-boggling.
It's a little
Isn't
bit
it
creepy.
It's got to be a little creepy, though, right?
But
That's
trust me,
the reason my wife listens to this show.
To hear me laugh.
Yeah.
that's your wife, my guy.
Hey, by the way, congratulations on
Hey,
getting married.
No.
Hey,
Come on.
Come on.
Give it up for
Give
the
yourself
producer.
an applause.
Thank you.
Come on, you tied the knot.
About time.
Yeah. You old hag.
We're looking at you, Chris.
Yeah. Come on, Chris. You're the last one.
I'm young and fresh, my guy.
Hello.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
He's
but-
like that 2022 trade-in car. It's just a year old, but still has 100,000 miles on it. We don't know. We don't know how.
And it's quickly depreciating.
You're new, but you're still high mileage.
what the heck?
Like the oil change should have been done. Like
That could be interpreted so poorly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And whatever you're thinking, it's true. So we got the producer back in the studio here. We, man, it's
Got
actually,
all out of his system,
We
so he's
just,
back.
we. Oh, what? I should say this too. Happy New Year, everybody! 2024.
Happy
We're starting
New
this
Year.
early in 2024 because, yeah, this is awesome. I'm very excited for 2024.
New year, new me.
In what way?
That bull crap. We all know that's not
get your
true.
gym membership yet?
I do. It's
Drinking
actually
more water.
no.
You do have a NOS can. The return of the NOS
I
can.
do have a NOS.
Yeah, this guy does have a NOS.
I was like, you know what? Might as well kick off the new season with a. I honestly haven't had NOS in forever.
The greatest reels on Instagram presently are all of the gym membership,
Yeah.
like reels,
right.
TikToks, whatever.
Right now the trend is like, we're so and so. Of course we do this. Like we're white girls. Of course we do this. We're white girls. Have you seen those?
Oh
No.
yes. Oh yeah.
We're
yeah,
We're sports
yeah,
fans.
yeah,
Of course we're gonna tailgate. We're sports fans. Of course we're gonna show up 4 hours before the game starts. Like they're so obnoxious.
They're so
It's just-
extra.
Oh,
I think videos like that make me wish the internet did not exist because, like,
yeah, 100%.
or you,
But it's the internet that reasons, or it's the internet that videos like that
internet
exist.
reasons.
And if it wasn't for the internet, we
trends,
wouldn't
cultures.
be doing this right now.
Yeah.
Let's.
no, but this is
Oh,
this is a branch of the internet. Podcasting is a branch of the internet that I don't know how long it's going to be around in the way that it has been, because it's like, people, there's famous podcasters out there, but for new podcasts, it's becoming more and more difficult because you have to meet so much expectation because a lot of people don't have the patience to sit and listen to people talk anymore. And it's kind of sad.
I just want to point out, everybody, my brother, he's gonna get this shirt that says, "I survived the podcasting era,"
Nice.
Nice.
or the podcasting
He
generation.
just missed it, though.
But I was thinking back, we're going on our 5th year, fourth or 5th year.
It's fifth
At the
year,
end,
but it's
we-
our fourth season.
4th season, 5th year
Yeah.
doing this. First 2 years kind of were one season, but that's mind blowing. So if you think about it, go back 5 years, we kind of got in before it was cool. We're still not popular or cool, but we started before it was the trendy thing to do.
Just
Right.
want to clarify, too, this is actually the beginning of season 5.
Is it season 5?
I mean, our 100th
is.
episode was the end of season 4.
That's
so
episode 101.
This
if I'm
is
not,
101.
Yeah, good thing we sat down and talked this out before we started recording.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We're staying true to form, man.
Yeah.
Dude, happy New Year to everyone. Yeah, happy Christmas, New Year, Thanksgiving,
Orthodox
Memorial
Christmas.
Day, Labor Day, July 4th.
Lent.
If I had $1 for everybody,
Happy
that's-
Lent.
If I had
That's
$1
what
for
you
everyone,
find in your belly button.
Lint. Do you guys clean your belly button? Honest question. No, I'm dead serious. I want to answer this.
I feel like it's a must.
Do you clean it
It's necessary.
every time you shower? So like every day.
Probably at least 1 out of 10 times that I shower.
It's on my
How do you
shower
clean
checklist.
it? How do you clean it? You have a checklist? It's like a whiteboard.
How detailed do you want?
It's one of the S's.
No, it's like a mental checklist.
Wait, you have a checklist?
You actually have a checklist in your shower.
No, it's no. Okay, let's just.
Everyone
Hey
does.
Siri, check off.
Everyone does kind of have like their own way they go through showering, though.
Now, how do you clean
know
your
what I
belly button, Chris? I want to know.
Dude,
Like
honestly,
a quick in and out, or
shove a bar of soap in there and clean it out.
You have a big belly button,
Yeah, man.
or like everything else in your life, your bar soap is high mileage.
I don't understand the high mileage jokes.
It means it's really wore out.
No, understand. Never mind. I get it.
So that's just you just
No.
like soap it up. No washcloth. No
You know what? I was not
use
really.
one of those little lines.
Q-tip.
I was not really
Q-tips
big.
to the hack. 100%.
How small is your belly button?
Do you have an inverted or everted belly button?
You have an innie or an
I'm
outie?
an invertation.
You have an outie.
Yeah. No, invertation,
Oh,
my guy.
I was gonna say prove it.
Okay, it's
Oh my god. You know what?
Can confirm.
I actually might have a hernia. I'm not even lying.
You did say before we
Dude.
started you think you have herniated
Yeah,
disc
and
or
no one
something.
asked any follow-ups, and y'all just laughed and thought it was
I laughed
funny.
and said I hope you do.
And I actually
always injured.
Does it
No.
hurt to laugh?
no, it doesn't. It hurts to breathe though, which is kind of weird.
Oh, well, you're
like
fine.
deep breaths.
You're
In
fine.
following your illustrious sports career, every single game you got injured.
Barcelona?
That's a sign of just giving it your all.
Doesn't mean you always were out of the game, but it means that you were injured.
I often
What
played
sport are we
through
talking
pain.
about?
The one that
Water polo.
You know,
It's common.
there's a W in front of the
Worcestershire sauce?
WNBA.
Oh, you're a big WNBA guy.
Yep.
Are you?
Well, no, he plays the
Yeah.
sport.
I kind of, not gonna lie, last year I kind of got into women's NCAA, the tournament.
Serena
because-
Williams.
What?
That's the only female athlete I can think
Reese?
of right now. Who?
Angel Reese.
I don't know who that is.
The only reason I did is shout out Caitlin Clark. She's actually a dog. Like she's
Clark?
insane.
You're
Caitlin Clark,
talking
yeah.
about a tennis player.
Yeah, honestly, she's the only female athlete I can think of.
I actually, can I tell you a story about Serena Williams?
Yeah, go on.
So there was this debate. There was actually an argument on like a sports show where they said Serena Williams is top 10 either gender of tennis players in the world.
Okay.
And they said, no, that's absolutely clap. Like she
That's
would
clap?
get clap. That clap is cap.
Okay.
Anyway, they said she'd
Bars.
get absolutely destroyed. She played. It was in it's like Europe or somewhere really big tennis.
Okay.
It's like some country that's really big. She played the 100th ranked amateur male tennis player, and the score was 1-6, 0-6 in 2 games.
Are you serious?
She scored 1
She scored
point in
1
2
point.
games. She got
Oh,
clapped by the
man.
100th ranked amateur tennis player,
Who is this?
Serena Williams.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, it's the same
and so
thing.
they interviewed her, and is it Federer, the guy that's really good?
oh yeah, like the dog.
Yeah, the dog of tennis. She said she wouldn't. She said herself she wouldn't be able to score on him.
Yeah.
in-
I mean, at
in
least
a
she's
game.
being self what's it called?
Yeah.
Self.
Female sports?
Yeah.
No, what is it freaking called? She's
Whoa.
self-awareness of like her abilities.
Yeah, at least
And
she's self-aware,
Like,
yeah.
like she can dominate in her own league. That's great. Good for her.
Yeah.
But it's like the U.S. The women's national team.
I love
They
how we've been
played-
talking for 5 minutes, just taking shots at women's sports.
I miss rabbit trails. No, the U.S. women's national team. They played a high school men's soccer team.
yeah.
I think it was high school, and they lost.
Yeah.
So I mean,
This is a true story. WNBA women they'll scrimmage during the off season. They'll scrimmage like D2, D3 college players.
okay.
Oh, dang.
And she said we'll maybe win 1 out of 10 games.
Dang.
That's like she said like D2, D3 college. She said you can't. He said they're just like they're not as skilled, obviously, as like college or NBA players.
Do they have the
but they're
motor?
just more athletic than women.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Yeah. No, that's true.
And now that all the women that listen to our podcast have clicked on how you guys do it,
Boys.
boys.
For the boys. Hey, back to the real conversation of the last 10 minutes.
What were we talking
What is your shower routine, Randall?
about? My shower.
And how long? Because I know we've talked about it before, but I need an update because things change.
Famously short showers.
You're a father now. Hey,
I am a father. Thank you. Clap for myself.
Big up the father.
I did. I had. I did not have anything. My wife gave birth.
Yeah, but let's be
group
honest.
effort.
It was a group effort.
Back in August.
You're very good at planting fields.
I'm a good farmer.
You are a good farmer.
You're a very good farmer in this
Yeah.
scenario.
Yes.
Did my half, or I did my 10th, and she did the rest.
You did your once.
She has a wonderful oven. Gave birth to our beautiful daughter.
Let's go,
Atta
dude.
baby.
Her name is Jade. She is honestly, like, sincere moment right here. Love of my life. Like, I love my girls. Every morning she's usually sitting somewhere in a little bouncer, like in the kitchen or in the living room. I walk in from doing chores mid morning, and she just lights up and squeals and giggles.
Dude,
And
that's awesome.
It's just it's amazing being a dad.
Is she like walking, talking, doing chores yet for you?
Oh, she's driving.
Let's go. How many months?
5.
I could still
but-
be Serena Williams.
No, but me and her.
Okay, go ahead,
Can I
go
tell you a
ahead.
true
Yeah,
story
yeah.
about her real quick?
Absolutely.
Me and her actually can communicate. Like, I can sit down.
Her and I?
Her and
I will slap you so hard. Okay.
I figured
We got our first grammar correction of the fifth season.
We've let several slide already, but I figured I would let the first one slide. I looked over at you. We looked at each other. No.
Her and I, we can communicate.
Yeah, data baby.
Jeez.
What's up with that, a baby?
We're talking about babies.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Anyway, so I babysit her. You know, like my wife has a.
You babysit your daughter?
Yes,
Dude, I'm so proud of you.
terrifying.
Like it's an obligation.
Freaking terrifying. There's nothing more scared. Like, I've never been more scared of my life being at home.
You are the last line of defense.
It is. Like, if she cries, what do I do? Like, it's actually terrifying. So we had. So my wife, she was
man.
she was cleaning, and my daughter, she is at the stage of life where she has these little thing called blowouts. Like she'll have a very aggressive bowel movement, and it gets
Nice.
very, very messy. Like, you know what I mean? And she has them like maybe once a week, right? It's not very frequent, but she was like on a trend. This was like Wednesday or something, middle of the week. Every single morning, she would go down, like right before she went down for first nap,
Yeah.
she would have one. And
Oh,
it's
I
just
know where
like,
this is going.
whatever.
Yeah, this is awesome. I love this story so much.
And my wife left
Yeah.
right before that when she went down for a snap. So we're playing whatever, and like literally, I'm telling you, my wife walked out the door. I got down on the floor. I looked. No, I die. My daughter. I'm like, listen, Jade. Listen, sweetheart. I said, we will not.
She's how old again?
5 months.
She's very
No, I am not. I'm not playing this up at all. I did this exact thing, word for word. I was like, listen. I was like,
Ears are not
sweetheart.
developed.
Listen, sweetheart, cutie pie, Bubs.
Bob's.
I call her Bubs.
Okay.
I said, look at me. I was like, listen, we're not going to the bathroom until mom gets home.
Yo,
I said, we're not doing it, okay? I said,
Daddy laid down the law.
said, Daddy's not about that life, okay? And she answered by saying
I love this.
something like that. She squealed.
What was
squeaked.
your interpretation of that?
She said, okay.
Okay.
And she played for 2 hours, whatever. Got tired, gave her a bottle, put her down for a nap. And she slept for an hour and a half or whatever. Wife got home from work, 10:30, 11 or whatever. We sat down, whatever, talked a little bit. Jade woke up, and wife's like, I'll go get her. Walks up, picks her up, goes over to the bedroom, whatever, doing stuff upstairs. And I'm listening to the baby monitor, and all of a sudden I hear this, oh my, Jade. Massive blowout. Minutes after my wife got home. I'm like,
Oh.
tell me. I can't communicate with my daughter. Tell me it.
Dude, that's
We have a special communication.
literal baby whisper.
Oh my word.
I was born to be a dad.
That's awesome.
I love it. I love that story so much.
Yeah, and
Your
my wife
poor
had to change
wife.
the diaper.
Poor wife, dude.
Hey, I don't want to hear anything. I have changed diapers. I am dead serious.
wow.
You have a 5-month-old and you've changed a diaper?
I've changed several.
God bless you,
Yes.
man.
I help. I hate it, but I help.
Hey, I just want to say regarding babies, I am done feeling guilty for not understanding a baby.
Why?
These parents have the code to their kids because they live with them, so they know what they're saying. But a toddler comes up and they're like, "Mommy, I want to, oh," and I'm like, "Wait, what?" And the parents, "Oh, he's just talking about the upcoming election. Let him go." like, what are you on about? No, none of those words were said. How did you get
No, it's
Trump's
so
going to
true.
win in 2026 or whatever, 2025?
I get like
from that?
40. I get like 40% of what my kid does. My wife is like in the other room, and my sister, my daughter like will
Hey, yo.
squeal or do something or cry. Like, hey babe, she wants her nippy. Can you give it? I'm like, what?
Where did you get the
Where-
nippy?
And she does. You give it to
got-
her, she's totally fine.
Bro. Oh, my
Like she's
goodness.
crying about something. She probably needs changed. She does. Like
Unbelievable.
dude. Moms are different.
Unbelievable.
So much respect for my wife and mothers everywhere. I'm dead serious.
Is it within like the goos and the gahs? Like what? Like the way
I don't
it's
know.
said?
Maybe it's a gaga goo goo. We don't know.
Maybe it's just
No baby ever says gaga goo goo.
maybe it's the relentless screaming from a blowout.
No, there's happiness after a blowout.
Okay.
They have
There's
the
relief.
biggest smile.
There's relief.
There's that relief.
They know what they've done.
Anyway,
Dude, it's crazy that we can sit here on
yeah, I had a
this
kid.
podcast. I love that we started this podcast before you even met your now wife, and now you're talking about
Yeah.
your daughter.
hold it.
That's pretty crazy. And
Jordan's
same thing.
married.
I mean, we were well into
Chris
season.
is still single.
I'm not.
Nothing's changed.
Whatever.
You are still
I mean,
single,
we're still
correct?
in it. Yeah, I'm still single.
Nice.
Just looking for the right Donnie out there. So, Jordan started. Let me think. No. Okay, so we were like mid into season 2 or 3 before you even met your now wife too, and you've been married what 3 weeks?
Happily ever after.
It's crazy.
Good answer. Dude, he's experienced.
Learn from the best. You can't give them any doubt.
All right, real quick, what's your best marriage advice for newlyweds?
You ask Jordan or me? Jordan's more
I don't-
newlywed. You should ask Jordan.
Don't look at me.
I really don't want to
what's,
ask
What's
anyone.
the biggest
but-
lesson you have learned being married so far, Jordan? That's awkward.
Yeah, this is really awkward.
Did he glitch?
He is totally out.
Oh, his eyes moved.
Oh,
I think he may be scared to answer truthfully.
why is he removing his ring?
Why does he keep spinning it on the counter like that?
I'll double it and give it to the next guy.
Wow, you guys are so ripe with answers.
Yes, dear. You're right, dear. I'm sorry, dear.
Biggest lesson?
I was wrong.
I was wrong. You were right.
You were right. Oh man, this is
I don't know.
wow.
Probably, I don't know. Like, I'll just give a cheap answer, but like the day of the wedding,
We don't want to hear about that.
Prepare, please. Let's,
We don't
let's
wanna-
skip.
All right, Chris,
Let's skip
so what do you got
far.
planned?
no, I'm just saying, prepare for the epic amount. You will never feel more tired in your life.
You will never what?
You will. Okay, Randall, bring it back. You will never feel more tired in your life.
Yeah, you
Oh, okay.
Oh no! You will have so many people around you that you know you're gonna shake everyone's
Why is there
hand.
people around you?
will. What are you doing?
What does your wedding look like?
Oh,
wedding. way.
Oh.
You will shake more hands and kiss more babies than you have ever in your entire life on one day.
Well, that is
I
why we
will
did not
say,
film this
I
podcast, Randall.
slept for days.
You're right.
Randall just made a very sus gesture. I'm not gonna
I
talk
will
about it.
say, by the way, I told you, I'll tell you again, thank you for letting me be a part of your special
You're
day.
welcome.
Really appreciate that. It was a beautiful wedding.
It was an awesome wedding.
It was a beautiful wedding.
Yeah.
I do say didn't know a lot of the bridesmaids, but I do say the bridal party as a whole really meshed and it was pretty fun. I love that.
Yeah.
Really got along. Also, the best man speech freaking killed so
Yeah,
hard.
and maybe-
we won't get into it, but you had to be there. Probably the best man speech I've ever heard.
He might even make an appearance for this season. Who
Dude,
knows? Like
shout-
it could
Brandon,
happen. But
Oh my goodness, the guy.
yeah, my brother Brandon laid out a banger.
He dropped a line, and there was what 300 people at your wedding, give or take 10,
Yeah, something like that.
give or take 50, and standing ovation. Dropped a line, every single person, like I'm telling you, standing,
Oh man.
and then belly laughing, like
Yeah.
the best joke I've ever heard.
the
It was
best
amazing.
part was so my our pastor was there and he officiated.
get it?
Jordan's wedding. Yeah. So my pastor was there. Shout out Joe Jr. Man, love you, dude.
Joe, we
So
love you.
He was there, and the best part of that whole joke was the fact that you fast forward a few weeks and we were at another wedding, and this best man speech happened. He was also at this wedding. He's just text Brandon. He's like, "Hey, your best man speech," and then just did like the arrow, just like affirming that his was
Like
a banger.
he brought it back up in his memory.
yeah.
Just like- I don't think anybody videoed it really or got the whole thing.
Dang, I don't know. We could just get. See, I don't actually think.
Bro, also the DJ wedding, loved it. I left, dude. I had like shin splints. Dude, my shoes were not made for dancing. I was tearing it up.
There was a girl at the wedding
Dude, there was many of
waiting.
them.
Well, yeah, there was a couple of those.
And
But
Chris is still single.
she had waited for this for weeks. She told me a couple weeks prior. She's like, she knows the DJ and stuff is going to be bussing. She danced from the very beginning to the very end, never stopped the whole time. I talked to her afterwards. She said her knees were completely broken,
Oh, dude, no, like it.
absolutely shattered.
Dude, like flat dress shoes suck so bad, so bad.
I changed my shoes out of those. What were we at, like brown dress shoes or something,
Yeah.
like with pointy
Yeah.
tips? Yeah, whatever. So we had those shoes.
They
on.
look
I went,
sweet.
They look baller.
I think
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I took one out of your playbook for your wedding. Did you have guys use their own shoes?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I actually stole that from Randall. I'm going to be straight up honest. That is one
It's
of the
kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. I don't really, as long as they're within the same genre of color, it doesn't really matter.
You will say you sent a picture and say, "Hey guys, as long as you have brown shoes that
Right.
kind of look like this,
Right,
you had a
right,
couple
right.
examples, like just wear your own."
Obviously, everything
Yeah.
else had to be the same, but that I didn't care about. That was a big deal to me because I like shoes, not as much as a previous guest we had on the show at one point,
Yep.
Hey, shout out Carter.
Smuggles.
Literally a shoe guy.
Yeah, Smuggles through the dark web and stuff. But anyway, the going through an entire wedding like that with shoes that you have broken that are comfortable.
Still didn't make it through the dance floor.
But yeah,
Yeah.
shout out. Thanks for that idea.
Yeah.
I had to go change shoes. I couldn't do it. I felt like a bridesmaid wearing
There was
high heels.
there was a bridesmaid that like they were wearing these high heels or sandals or whatever.
Dang, those
And I like saw like,
painful.
dude, she had dunks on. I'm like, you got to be. That's such a clutch move.
Yeah.
like, to switch like that
Yeah,
because
switch.
like spending 13 hours in heels. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
spending 5 minutes in heels.
I mean, you would know.
I would. I would. Jordan brought a pair home one time.
Really?
Yeah, I promise you. True
Whose were they?
story.
I did. I was
Story.
actually.
You were working. It was.
Were they your wife's or your ex?
It was a previous job, right?
Before her era.
Previous job.
It
That's
was
how it's
actually
gotta
a
sound.
job
Yeah,
I
it
was
was.
working.
Yeah, it
Someone
was.
did
It
give me-
was.
Someone
Yeah.
did give me a pair of high heels for a tip. It was actually at a like a
This is
boutique
true
shop.
story.
Yeah, it was a boutique
True
store.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were
and-
dating at this time?
No,
Actually,
not really.
no. You.
This was many
You were
years
what
ago.
we like to call in the biz barnyarding.
But no, she's like, hey, I got this very expensive pair of shoes. You know, if you got a wife, girlfriend, whatever.
Were
you
they
know,
Vitali?
Pass along,
Gucci?
Pass along.
Louis Vuitton.
It did start with yes.
Something?
You got it.
Nice.
And so I'm like, felt kind of awkward taking these, but I took them home and I actually appraised them via a third party website because I wasn't really sure what they were.
Google.
And yeah, turns out they were worth some money.
Am I wrong in
So did you
saying?
give them to someone or sell them?
No, I gave them to someone.
Okay.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if I was wrong in saying that they're still in our attic, but you know,
I don't live here.
I know you don't live here. It's my attic.
Right,
It's
you
still
moved
our
out.
attic.
Congratulations on that, by the way.
Whatever. It's just not.
Chris
It's,
wants me back.
it's
though.
not my fault. The studio's here. I do want you back, and it's only for your cooking. So,
Chris, do you miss Jordan? Be honest.
I miss his cooking,
You have slimmed down since you left.
bro. I'm losing weight so
Skin
like
and
it's
bones.
bad. This guy,
Ah.
I never had to worry once about going hungry when I lived
Really?
with Jordan. Never once. Never once.
I
It's-
will say, like, I admire you guys. Like, you guys don't also like. Maybe you do, but like every time I've been over here, you will eat any time from like 4:30 to 11:30 at night.
yeah, I mean,
But when you do,
food's
dang,
food. Yeah.
Jordan,
No,
Jordan knew how to cook it up.
And
I
it
knew
wasn't
that.
just like, oh, I stayed full when he was here. It was like we ate good food.
And
And
you're-
usually, if it was his cooking, it was good, or it was just like, hey, let's go pick something up.
you were plump tue.
And so, yeah, I was a chonky boy. So now it's you know, it's a little bit more famished
He's just
lifestyle out here.
Just eating army MREs right now.
A lot of MREs.
I've
A lot of
actually
MREs.
never had one. I want to try one.
Bro, they actually like
they good?
certain ones slap for about a day.
Everybody's like, I've had them. They're like called mountain houses.
Okay,
Right.
here's
No, they're
the
not.
problem,
No,
though.
there's a difference between MREs and mountain houses.
Wait, what's a mountain house?
Mountain house is like freeze dried, right? Food.
Yeah,
Food.
yeah.
Oh, you pour
Add
water over
They're
it?
the
hot
little,
water.
I think they're in the little
Wait,
blue
I thought-
bags you take them camping.
Yeah, I mean, there's different. I call them mountain house, but there's different names for
I've
it.
had
Those are
one or
just-
two. They're not terrible, but they're
But
not great.
a lot of MRE meal prep is with hot water, though, isn't it?
No, they have like a called like a heat pack.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
It's a
it's
little
like a
sus
chemical.
if you
It's like a
think about
chemical
it.
reaction.
Yeah,
basically,
you have like
that.
these deadly chemicals right next to your food, but it's
No,
in
you
a
put your
plastic
food
crate.
inside the pocket
right?
and heats
So
it
it's
up,
all
yeah.
safe. Of
Oh, if
course.
it's inside plastic heating up beside deadly chemicals, that's safe.
Yeah.
But like an MRE is way too close to airplane food. And after everything that I've gone through this this off season, as far as traveling goes,
You have traveled a bunch.
I do not want to touch another airplane
Do
meal.
you know how many in the last? And we won't get into it because I get my brother gave me strict orders. He said if Chris talks the entire time about his trips, punch him in the face.
Do I have like a minute timeline?
Chris,
that I
please
can-
talk about your trips the entire time.
Wait, was this?
So please talk. 'Cause I was
Well, you do only have one brother, so I know who it came from. So we left.
Do you know how many-
November 17th? That's actually that's my birthday. Never mind. Okay, November 25th, I think, is when we left.
Do you know how many miles you put
It was a
in
light,
last?
cloudy day. We were driving to the airport.
All right, I'll see you guys.
We had a connecting flight when we flew Qatar Airways. And dang it, I don't remember.
I badly want to hang myself right
So,
now.
like, quick overview. Like, how many miles do you think you put on airplane miles? How many places did you go?
Were you in the Mile High?
Yeah. Did you
I
join the club?
the club.
Were you got like stickers and stuff?
Did you get a sticker?
If I knew what you're talking about, I might say yes to it.
You
know
know
what? I
what
don't
we're
know what we're talking about.
You
Yes.
know, like when you do it in the Mile High, you get like stickers and stuff. Like they pass out coloring books and stuff.
I wish I had a coloring book.
Oh.
Jordan, are you?
Oh yeah, I'm a 4-time member.
All right, I don't know what we're talking about. Anyways,
One flight.
to answer your question, I genuinely don't want to talk about it too long, but I have no clue how many miles. I made several trips to different countries, and that was that. So
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very ready to like chill
What
out
was
for a little
your
bit.
favorite country?
Favorite country, 100% Singapore. It's not even
Really?
close. Yeah.
And you went there with your father,
My
correct?
father, yeah. I just went there for 2 weeks with my dad, and it was really awesome, honestly. I recommend it. To
I'll give an
anyone.
overview and you kind of fill in, right, Chris? You went to Singapore with your father for 2 weeks?
Correct. Yep.
3 weeks? 2 weeks?
That is correct.
Came home, you were home for like 8 days, something?
Yeah, 10. Yeah, it was like a
10
week and a half.
days.
Yep.
And then left on a trip with your brother and some cousins, correct?
That is correct.
And you went to Egypt?
So close.
Jerusalem.
No.
Whoa!
We visited 3 countries. We started in Spain, went down to Morocco in Africa, and then we ended up in not Barcelona. What's the other country? Portugal.
love this.
We ended in Portugal, and
Love
that was
that when
it.
you've been to so many countries, you just kind of lose track.
And then you came home.
And we were gone for 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Then you came home, and were you gone? Did you go anywhere else?
No, I was chilling, but actually, as of when this gets released, within a few days, I will be on a flight to Houston.
That's right. You're going.
So-
You're going to Houston.
Gonna go watch a WNBA
coming
game.
back. Yeah, they are. And then you're coming back, and then you have another trip planned. I'll let you know if you want to train that. But like, you're going somewhere else, correct?
Well, I
After
mean,
that?
I'm going to Florida for a few weeks in February.
Oh,
which
that too.
that's seasonal. And then a week after getting back from that, I'm going on a Bahamas trip with some of the boys for a week. So
Rumor has it you want to go take pictures with pigs in the ocean. That's the only reason you're going.
honestly, everyone talks about that when I bring up the Bahamas, but like honestly, I don't want to be swimming with pigs. I just don't want to be swimming with pigs. I already have the
You
boys.
swam with me and Jordan.
I already have the boys to swim with. Yeah, I was gonna say. Why would I go all the way down there when we have a pool? You
I
know,
was
we could
just
just
saying,
go.
'cause, like, you obviously are doing all this for the gram,
Oh yeah, 100%.
and so like, there's nothing better, like a picture in the ocean with a pig. I mean, all the Instagram models do it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think the beaches that we're going to, the island that we're going to, you have to pay to go
Is it
swim
an
with
island?
pigs. And I was like,
You have to pay to
if we
swim
s-
with swine.
if we stumbled upon a wild pig, I mean, I'd maybe take a picture with it, but I'm not paying to go swim with domesticated pigs and take a picture
You
of
should
it.
just go and shank one of those pigs. Right in the side.
Possibilities of bacon.
The
That's what I was
bacon is unbelievable.
Just cut off a side of
Right?
bacon.
Can we also talk about how domesticated pigs just end up on an island?
Is that where salt pork comes from?
You found that way too funny, my guy. Oh, here it comes.
Pigs, the ocean.
Yeah,
saltwater?
I got it, Randall. I got it. To be fair, their meat would probably be very, very delicious.
Yeah, they killed. They'd probably be salty.
Bro, they are marinating in salt their whole lives. That's got to be a delicious pig.
No, salt dries out meat.
Oh.
Preserves it. That's probably why they live to
No,
be so old.
preserves.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't.
Salt's a preservative. Yeah,
I wonder if they're reproducing at a rate in which they can stay there.
we're not talking about swine's reproduction.
You think there was any rabbits on that island?
Oh, there's rabbits everywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you
so
see any
it-
in Singapore?
No, I saw a few monkeys, like wild monkeys. That's kind of cool.
Were they doing it?
Like swinging from limb to limb. Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty athletic.
They are.
So-
Maybe jealous.
Talking about
I
rabbits,
wonder if they get hernias.
because I brought that up.
Talking about rabbits, yes.
The night after we had our business meeting.
Oh, I thought he was going to talk about his wedding again. Dodged a bullet.
I'm past that. So the night we had our business meeting, came home, saw a rabbit chilling in my front yard.
This was sniped that
Right
thing?
after contract talks,
Did you do it?
I said I would come back
Did you do it?
to produce another season.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really produce, I just sit here.
Facts.
I saw a rabbit. I was like, it's a sign from God. Never, ever have seen a rabbit in my front yard.
Really?
You do live in a development, so
Did you take
I live in
full
a
advantage and
fairly
dominate the situation?
No. It was
Jordan,
pretty late.
Jordan.
I mean, I had it with me, but I was like, you know what? I'll let him
Of course
go.
they know you have it
I'll let
with
him
you.
go. The next morning, woke up. 6 o'clock.
3
got
rounds.
ready. Headed out the door. I left for work just a little bit earlier that morning. And
he actually got there on time.
my lights go across my front yard. And there's 3 rabbits sitting in the
Oh, it was 3.
3 rabbits.
There was 3 rabbits.
I was going to say, if you said 1 or 2, I was like, who's missing out on these contracts? But clearly we all got signed in the end.
It was in that point in time I said, God, thank you.
Yeah.
Did you shoot him?
I did not. I left him go.
Oh, dang. I haven't.
Have you seen his house? He is in no position to be using a firearm.
I have
in that
not seen,
development.
I've seen pictures of his house. I've never been
If
there.
my bullet misses, there's many houses in the background.
Casualties for days. That's all right.
No, I do live in a fairly suburban area. However,
Suburban.
there is a field right behind my house.
Nice.
Yeah, you want
Next
to tell
to-
him what's behind that field? Yeah.
You can't really see it, but on the other side of that field is a big Amazon plant,
Oh, really?
That's so...
which low key is awesome. I get my packages like same day.
Oh,
So do I.
That's legit, actually.
It's great. But I did see 9 deer behind my house the other night,
9.
and I have videos to prove it.
Sheesh.
I'll have to see proof of that later.
I went hunting a few times.
Yeah, how did
this
that go,
offseason.
Chris?
I want to go again here before too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Did
know
you
what?
get anything?
No, I did not. There was one night where I saw a few doe, and I'm like, dude, if I don't kill a monster, I'm not pulling the trigger. I went with a muzzleloader.
You're a trophy hunter. I actually have a problem with that.
That's fine. I don't really care. Because do you actually want to know my reasoning for going out? So, gun season.
I have a guess.
Gun
but
season was okay. You can take your guess if you want.
I think you just like to go out and just like sit by your. It's a place where you can get alone and like say you're hunting, but you just sit there on your phone or listen to something the entire time.
I
So-
can. Okay, go on.
I know what Chris's answer to this is going to be. I hope and pray he's about to say what he's going to say.
Are you truthful?
So,
It's so petty.
gun season was Saturday and Sunday, which I don't use a bow because I'm a wimp. So I
Of
went
course not.
out.
It's gun season.
No. I
You
mean,
can still
like
use a bow during gun
it's
season.
I know.
yeah, and it's bow season pretty much all the other time. So, but I
It's
don't
like bringing
go.
a knife to a gunfight.
You use a Big Daddy 50 cal.
Yes, sir. And so I went out there. Oh no, let me back up. So gun season was a few weeks ago,
Yeah, I
and it
got
was
you.
Saturday and Sunday. The Monday leading up to that, so it was like a week before.
Week after Thanksgiving is when gun season is.
Yeah, okay. So it was like the week of Thanksgiving. I went and played basketball, and
Yeah.
there was a group of dudes who were exchanging stories about their hunts, about deer. They were just like, "Oh man, I've been tracking this buck for so long, dude. I just can't catch up to it, bro.
Millennial.
This 10-point's been like dodging my bullets, man. I swear, every time I shoot, it just jumps, dude." And I'm there, and I'm like, okay, so these guys are just exchanging stories about what this and that, and they're deer hunting, and I'm like, they're diehards, okay, full on
Yeah.
diehards. So I'm there, and I'm sitting off to the side, actually watching Monday Night Football, and like a man,
Like a real man.
like a real man. And you know, I'm in between games. That's why I'm not playing basketball. I'm in between games.
Yep.
I'm like, I'll catch some of the game. And in my head, I'm like, gun season's coming up, and what would be better than someone who hunts once, maybe twice a year,
Shoot a bigger deer than all of them.
going out and just mowing down a buck. You know what I mean? So anyways, I took the opportunity, and frustratingly enough, I only saw like 4 or 5 deer in 2 hunts, and honestly, the weather is really what killed it. It was like mid-40s and rainy.
It was the
And
worst gun season week
it
ever.
was horrible hunting weather, but
Never saw a buck or
yeah, no, I never did see a buck. And actually, I saw a few does, and my dear mother was like, you should kill at least one. I want to have the deer meat and stuff. And so anyways, I saw this one doe, and I texted her, and I was like, hey, look, you ask Dad if he's into gutting a deer right now, because I don't want to.
your dad guts your
Dude, I'm
deer?
I am so, what's the word for it?
Wimp?
Dang, no, not a wimp. I'm just
I have a couple words we can't say them on here.
We have the bleep feature, right?
All right.
No.
You're
All right, fair play. No, I just very golly, I can't think of the word, but either way, I have everything I need right
You
in
don't
front
like
of
to
me.
get bloody.
No, I don't really want to get bloody. I have no intentions of.
Yeah.
I have no desire to gut a deer. Anyways, so she's like, yeah, Dad's gonna take care of it if you want to, because I'm like, I don't really want to shoot it on. I just don't want the hassle.
Yeah.
If it's not a buck, so. Anyways, I never really had a shot because they were on the horizon, and if I missed, the neighbor's house was like a few hundred yards in the
In
back.
the back of your scope.
Yeah, and so. And actually, I was
Well,
texting.
you just
I was-
don't miss.
I was texting Jordan during this because I texted him because my second hunt, my first time I didn't see anything. The second hunt, I literally texted him. I was like, "OMG, I see a deer!" Like in all caps, and I was just like, "What do I do?" And so he's texting me.
I want to
and
go
stuff.
hunting with you sometime.
Oh, dude, I'm a blast to hunt
We
with.
probably won't see any deer.
I move a lot.
I've went out with Jordan
Bro.
a lot. Everybody knows about those
Yeah,
experiences.
yeah. For
Jordan,
sure.
we should bring up the old crew again. We should go hunt again.
We totally should.
We need to. That'd be
We
fun.
totally should.
Oh, dude, the stories that
The
you
year's
guys can
not
make.
over.
Muzzy season coming up.
Yes, let's
Do it.
Yeah, as long as you don't
do
go here, because I'm going to go here again.
No, we're going here.
So, anyways,
100% will beat you to the blind.
I should, yeah, whatever. I could pull it up. I think I actually did text Jordan like where to aim, and he sent me a picture
Right
like
behind
and,
the shoulder.
and put a
All
circle.
caps, front shoulder.
He definitely sent me a picture with like the circle where to aim it. I was half joking, but also like I do need a refresher. So,
Oh my goodness.
I have the text thread right in front of me. I'm prepped.
yeah, you can go for it.
So Chris asked what time you should go out, and I said, hey, maybe around 3:00.
This is an evening hunt.
Still not sure. And I text him this at 12:03 if he's going to go out that day. And he said, yeah, I'm thinking about it. 4:44, he texts me. Oh my gosh. All caps. Everything from here on out is caps, so just keep that in mind.
Bro, I was so hyped to see a deer, man. I was gassed to see
I
a
can
deer.
relate.
He said, Jordan, exclamation point. I see some does, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, OMG, exclamation point,
Oh my
exclamation
goodness.
point,
Stop
exclamation point.
already.
Next question, or next text. What should I do?
Shoot him!
Told him, I said, shoot one right above the front leg. And then he texted back and he said, they might be bucks, actually. Then he replied back again, I need to look. Then, this was at 4:46,
Oh, man.
4:47, he texts us back. Okay, they're definitely all does. Well, just 3 of them.
Can confirm.
Dude, I'm fun to hunt with.
Well, then
Let's
he
just say
said
that.
they're about 160 yards away. I said, yeah, that's too far. Keep a close eye around you.
Oh, I would
then
have smoked him.
Later he texts, yeah, they moved in more, about 70-ish yards. Then he sends me a picture of where they
Dude, that's
are.
top pin. I want to see the picture.
But they're like through brush and trees and like all
They were through a tree line in
Way
a
back in
bordering field.
Wha-
So
You get a bullet through that.
no, again, the only problem I had with it is if for some reason I miss, which I don't think I would miss.
Yeah.
But I'm like the neighbor's house literally was directly in line with the only time I had a decent shot. So I was just like, if it was a buck, I'm shooting it.
Yeah.
I'm taking the risk. The neighbors, they can die. But like, no, sorry, that's dark. they can whatever, they can get hit a few times. But that's a little muzzleloader bullet, anyways.
4:57. I said, do you have a clear shot? He texts us back, no. They moved on, period. Codgers.
It's like our big word, you know. If something's, yeah, you're a freaking codger, man.
Wascals.
Yeah, so that was my hunting experience. Okay, and I will say this, actually, I did go 3 times. That was all Saturday. I went Saturday morning and Saturday evening. I went Sunday morning,
Yeah, you did.
and I don't know if I was just in an ultra spiritual mood or something, but I went out there.
So
and
spiritual.
I told myself, I'm like, you can be on your phone until daylight, but when daylight hits, you are not going to be on your phone other than to check the time or listen to anything until I leave the stand. And I sat there from... When is daybreak? Like 7, 7:15 or something? around here?
Quarter till 7, 7 o'clock-ish.
Like till you can see decently well.
7
From
o'clock.
then until quarter till 10, didn't touch my phone, didn't listen to anything. I was just looking and whatever. And you
That
know what?
is all cap.
You know what? No, okay.
Oh,
That is all cap.
it-
I snapped you that morning.
It's cap. No, but dude, it was still dark when I snapped you.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, you know what? Maybe it is cap. Okay.
I promise you, because I asked you what time church started, and it was like 9. It was like 9 o'clock.
That's right. And the only reason I snapped back is because I knew you were coming to church that day. So I was like, okay, it's Randall. It might be church related.
I respect
so
it.
I do promise you, though,
30% cap.
other than that, like in that 2-hour time span, I spent less than
like-
5 minutes on my phone.
like
Like
one
it
of
was
those-
very little.
Except for streaks.
It was like one of
And
those
check scores.
caps that has the open top above your head. Just the
swastika?
brim up front.
What?
Did
like
you
the-
say what?
Like,
What?
Like the golf hat.
Oh, the visors.
The visor.
Visors.
It's visor.
Ooh, okay.
Cap.
Bubba, what's his name?
Bubba Watson.
Bubba Watson. Visor.
It's not cap. It's visor.
It's not a
yeah.
protection cap.
Oh,
Yeah.
not a hard hat.
No. So, anyways, yeah, I was proud of myself for that. And you
Dude,
know what?
You need to shoot a doe.
You know
I'll
what?
Come hunt. I will gut your deer.
You will
need to
gut my deer?
I will gut it for you. I don't think you can hit it.
You don't think I can hit it?
No.
Bro, I could snipe a clay pigeon from 300 yards in the air with a crossbow, okay? Don't give me that.
Okay, that's definitely visor.
Okay, you know what? That was minor
So
visor.
I have a good hunting story. I don't know if it's a good hunting story. I will hunt.
Please do tell.
And so, like, one place we hunt, it's kind of like a tree, just a bunch of tree rows, just
Yeah.
a whole bunch of fields, big fields, and it's just tree rows. And they travel from, and like in the middle is the tree rows, and on either side is two huge chunks of woods. We can't hunt the chunks of woods, but we hunt all the tree rows, which doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but it's actually really good hunting, surprisingly, because they travel that all the time, any time of the day. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm sitting there, and I'm at my spot, and I was like, you know what, right before dark, I'm just going to start working down these tree rows, right? Didn't see anything where I was at.
Yep.
And I'm there, and I get back to almost my truck. And it's like 5 minutes before I end up shooting light, and there's 4 does 25 yards from my truck,
Okay.
just kerfloxing in the field. I leaned up against a tree. I had to wait for them to move, else I would have shot my truck. I'm like, I was so freaking pissed. I'm like, so you tell me, and it was Monday, and Monday it was like 28 degrees. And
Raining.
30-mile-an-hour winds with rain. It was like the most miserable weather. And so you're telling me I sat out here for 3.5 hours, and I could have sat in the truck all
man.
night
With the radio on and the heat going.
blasting.
So you had your compound.
Not my gun.
Oh, it was gun
This
season.
is gun
okay.
season.
Okay.
And so I
Dang.
pulled up and smoked one for his treachery.
Let's go, dude.
Yep.
Let's go. Did you also
207 yards.
Did you Oh.
No.
That makes my
you don't want.
Snipe.
that makes my 160 sound measly.
No, I am very comfortable up to 250 with my gun.
Good for you, dude. Good for you. Did you not also kill a buck and then later in one of your hunts see a bigger buck?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. We don't have to talk about that. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, dude, that's also another. So I shot a very respectful deer during bow season.
Okay.
Respectable.
What, are you laughing at me?
You said respectful.
respectable.
Oh, okay. I thought you. Okay.
Respectable. Did I say respectful?
I feel like you said respectable.
I think I said respectable. Sound check. So I shot a very respectful deer during bow season. I said respectable.
Well, that only
shot
works if you actually did say respectable, but we don't know right now.
I don't
in this
know right
moment.
now. Anyway, so whatever. It was a very nice 128 inch, 130 inch 8-pointer. Anyway,
Okay.
shot during bow season, blown away with it. But I'm sitting there. This was second gun season, so Saturday morning.
Yep.
I'm sitting, and I own a little bit of property, and there's not really woods.
Flex.
There's not really woods, but there's
See his
like
muscle
there's
pop?
like the neighbors. Yeah, do you see him in my neck? Do you see that? We're working on those. Yeah, they're like the neighbor has standing corn, and then there's like a couple acres of brush and CRP, and for some reason all year there's been a lot of deer hanging out in it.
Chris, what's CRP?
Constipation, reservation, preservation.
Right on. Rattle.
He just freaking nailed it.
Drilled
I'm
it.
impressed.
I'm very impressed.
And so, and the only like cover I have is through the middle of my like
CRP. Constipation, reservation.
Yeah, through the middle of my
Yeah.
through the middle of my land, there's just like a waterway, and like the waterway it just has like 4 or 5 foot tall grass and
Nice.
whatever. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a lawn chair. I was like not really in the mood. It was warm, right? It was like 50 degrees. I was like, I'm just gonna walk back there, sit there on my property. And just like on a lawn chair in
Just
the middle of a freaking
look.
field with no woods around and just watch the sun come up, right? Like literally, I was like, my expectations for seeing anything, let alone killing anything, like less than 1%. Anyway,
But you knew you could only kill a doe if you do see anything.
exactly.
I think
Okay.
you just wanted to sit there on your land.
I actually did.
That's
I did.
That's a manly thing
I
to do.
and like where
That's a
where
manly
my,
thing
where
to
my
do.
property is, you can see all the other neighbors around. I'm just kidding. And you can, but like no,
I have more money
pictures-
than you. And you.
I have pictures from that morning, and the sunrise is
From your
beautiful.
land?
Anyway, yeah,
Yes.
you can see the sunrise beautiful. Anyway, I'm sitting there.
Barbecue sauce.
That was clutch if you get it.
Oh, that was nice.
And it's like 7:15, right?
Yeah.
And actually, on the way in, I was a little late because I was horking around and I decided to take one gun instead of another gun. So I was switching ammo around in my pockets and everything. I was like 5 minutes late. I got in and I actually saw a deer in the corn right at first light, right when I was sitting down, like run through. I was like, oh, I saw a deer. Did not get skunked. Congratulations.
his land.
On my land.
Flex. I love it.
Sitting there for another 20 minutes, got daylight. 7:15, literally 7:15, 7:15. I'm sitting there. I'm like looking down this way because like 100% deer are going to come from this way because this is the only cover, right? And I hear this right? I turn and I'm sitting on my land, but it's literally 500 acres of wide open field.
Flex.
No, it's neighbors.
Nope,
Like,
you own 100% of
I
that.
do not
You
own- I
own
own-
500
I
acres.
own like 1% of that, okay?
Okay.
7%.
I can tell that was eating you alive. You got to throw that in there.
I knew his
Closer to
point
10.
wasn't coming out at that point. Yeah.
Closer to 10. Oh, okay.
So I'm sitting there, and I turn, and there is this very large deer, buck. You would have plastered him.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
He's not running left or right. He is running dead at me.
Nice.
Like literally, there is a 500,000 yards left or right of me. He could have ran.
Heck yeah.
He's running right towards me. I just turned my head. No kidding. I stepped it off. He gets to 5 yards.
Whoa!
It's like from here to that wall, and just like stops. He sees me. He just like stops, looks at me, takes like 2 jumps, and like jumps into the waterway with me. Like literally jumps into bed with me, and he's like standing there, tremendous eye contact for like 3 seconds.
Oh, my goodness.
and
Severe
then,
rut.
and then jumps off, bounds off a little bit, and then really spooks just kind of trots down,
Nice.
off into the neighbors. And I'm like, oh man,
You'd already taken a deer.
I was
Couldn't you
a
just,
sportsman. I
yeah.
did not even. There was no temptation.
Never settled.
That's cap.
Cap.
That's cap. That's visor.
No, but-
Minimal visor.
No, he lives to see another day.
Okay.
But it was very. What I should have done in hindsight, shot him right in the face and claimed self-defense. Listen, Game Warden, sir. He was gonna run me over.
You see those pointers?
You see how close he was.
Golly, dude. I'm sorry, though. That sucks.
No, but
that
actually,
does
like,
suck.
so it was actually like a humbling moment because, like, I actually have this low key dream to kill this year to kill a deer because there was a lot of deer hanging out there. I wanted to kill a deer on my land. Like, I had a low key dream about, like, wanted to do it.
One of the
And I was
500 acres.
Shut up. I was like sitting there. I was all bummed. I'm like, come on, like that's so dumb. I shoot a little buck during bow season. I should have waited. I could have shot this specimen.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I sit there and like the sun's coming, and that's where I took some pictures. The sun's coming up, just absolutely beautiful. Had this incredible experience. Like, how often do you have a deer of that caliber 5 yards away, right?
That's insane.
Like, I literally looked into his soul. He was scared, and I'm like, that's a cool encounter. Like, just be thankful for that. And so,
Yeah.
like, I had to like shift my focus, and it was a great morning. But anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
That's awesome.
Way to look on the bright side.
I mean,
I actually wish the neighbor boy there, where I live, he's been hunting back there. So, like, on the neighbors. I actually wish he was back there because where his stand is, or he walked down, he would have been like 5 yards from him. I wish he was back that morning. That would have been a great deer for him to get. But, oh well.
wow. Yeah, I mean, that's nothing like standing face to
Always
face with
next year.
something that's trying to kill you.
what does? Have you experienced that
A person?
I have.
No,
I've been on it.
since marriage?
Walk to the house, honey, put down the knife.
Well, I too am pleased to announce that I also own land.
Pregnant. Oh,
No, it's about 499
You
and
don't
a half
own it.
acres less than Randall has,
And a half.
but it is in a suburb, and I too have to pay taxes.
So technically, you,
not as much as me. That was the worst flex I've ever done.
so technically, you don't own it then.
You want to trade?
I'll trade.
I'll trade.
No, I'm good.
So moving into some recap here,
Yeah,
boys, because we've so far we have Aaron Troyer who's here listening to this podcast, soaking up the hunting stories.
Yeah.
So we got about-
I looked over. I thought he was actually in the room.
Aaron?
Yeah. Is he here?
The ghost of him just lives in this.
He's not here.
Oh, dang it.
If he was, he wasn't invited.
I was hanging out with him last night.
He's a good dude, man.
What a legend.
Love him.
He's in from Colorado.
Do you think it's safe to say he likes hunting?
Dog.
I know he likes feet.
Feet?
That's a completely different story. He'll get it.
He likes feet.
It's got one of them fetishes.
He's got a foot fetish.
Huh?
Aaron, okay. You know what? He's just been called out.
Shout out, bro.
He
Hey.
does not. He doesn't. It's just an inside joke. But I wanted to say it because he would get it.
Okay. Sure.
Hopefully.
So-
Not. This is really weird.
So a lot of things did happen, and disregarding having a child and disregarding getting married, what was the highlight of your guys' off season?
I was gonna ask you this
because this doesn't. We can't count the obvious because if it's not having a child and getting married, then that'd be bad. But so I'm disregarding that, so it's not an option. So what's a quick highlight for you guys that was just really awesome for the off season?
Man, on spur of the moment, it's hard to think. I'm gonna be honest with you, boys. I didn't do much this year.
Really?
Well, okay. What I like my obvious answers. I had a kid.
Okay.
Oh, one thing was kind of fun. It was also weird, but kind of fun. I went to Kansas for the first time.
You went to Canada?
Canada and Kansas. Surprisingly, one's farther away than the other.
Did you not just come back from Canada?
Yeah, I've been to Canada a couple weeks ago. That was fun. Got to see some family, hang out with some cousins. That was actually fun. We talked a little hockey. Football fans up there, surprisingly.
Of the CFL?
No, NFL.
NFL. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. What was your trip to Kansas? What'd you do?
Kansas went out for buddy's wedding.
Okay.
Partook in his wedding.
People live in Kansas?
There's about 12 people, yeah.
Population
Yeah.
12.
And
Yeah.
you're friends with all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
11 of them. The 12th one, he's a
Well,
real,
see, when you own
real
so much
loner.
land,
Oh, shut up.
you know,
No, so
you get to know people.
He owns Kansas.
That was also very interesting because I left and my wife's due date was 3 days after. Like, I got like her supposed due date was 3 days after.
You were cutting it close.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I got home and she was 10 days late, so it didn't really matter. But so
Okay.
yeah, I went to Canada,
So Kansas and Canada.
Canada. Started a
it.
new job this year.
Nice.
We won't get into that, but yeah.
Okay.
That was
Still,
exciting.
it's awesome.
so you can buy more land?
What is with you and land?
that 7's going to be bumped up to about 14. You're going to double that soon? 7%?
9%.
Okay, 9%. Okay. Okay. Jordan.
Jordan, what did you do?
Yeah, quick thing. Give it to us.
I don't really know if there's anything I want to say too much on this show. Obviously obvious, but did
What's
some
the
traveling.
obvious?
I got married, but did some traveling. I have a lawnmower sitting in my garage now, so like,
That's
Let's
awesome.
go!
That's manly.
still pay someone to mow my yard, but
Are you serious? Jordan, I'm dead. Do you own a lawnmower
I do.
and you pay someone to mow your lawn?
I do.
Oh, man. Also, how big is your yard?
What kind of lawnmower?
It's not the
Sorry about it. Sorry about it.
it's not the best brand.
Cub Cadet,
It's orange.
Craftsman, Kubota,
No.
Simplicity.
No, they make a lot of good chainsaws from what I heard.
How did you name?
Husqvarna.
It is a husky.
Oh,
I literally service lawnmowers for a living.
I was going to say, how
Sometimes.
did
I
you
should
guess
have you
so many
service mine.
brands?
You don't use it
Well, it still needs serviced.
because sitting in the garage is so much work.
I can't tell if he's flexing or he's just genuinely lazy. Because his yard is not big either. It's not that big of a yard.
Yeah.
Or lawn, whatever you want to say.
No, it's yeah.
Or garden, some people. We got some UK
Okay,
listeners.
if I could venture out on a limb, I'm going to see how well I know you, Jordan. I would venture you're a do it right or don't do it at all type of guy. And this year has been really busy for you.
Very much so.
And like you just recently moved in, like in the fall,
Right.
So you've owned the house all year or more than
since the spring.
exactly, and you didn't live there till this fall.
Correct.
So it was extra time you would go work in the evenings.
Correct.
And that cheap piece of crap lawnmower doesn't have real good lights.
Oh, it's got lights. It really does.
I said not real good lights. So bottom
yeah.
line is you live in a housing development, probably a fairly well-to-do housing development, if I know Jordan. And so he wants to keep up with the Joneses, you know what I mean? So he can't be out there at 10 o'clock at night mowing his lawn just lickety-split
Looking like a
with the
goofball.
Husqvarna.
Yeah.
So he would rather pay someone and make it look freaking better than everybody else.
My neighbors have commented the yard looks really nice.
Yeah, you don't do crap! Okay, listen, Jordan. I'm being sincere.
Okay.
34%.
Visor.
You have one more year.
Okay.
If you don't mow your lawn next year, if you sell your lawnmower, I respect it.
I do want to add this. Did
But, like,
you
if
did you
you-
buy your lawnmower?
Answer the question. Answer the question.
I actually did not.
Or were you gifted this thing?
I was gifted.
You were gifted the lawnmower.
Who gives a lawnmower?
And guess what? He hasn't used it.
Okay, that's a little bit. If you would have bought it, come on.
He didn't just pay for it to sit in his garage.
It is actually a fairly nice Husqvarna, but
What we got? Like 48-inch deck? 52?
I think it's 52.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've also lived there in your house mostly during the off season of cutting your lawn.
That's what I'm saying. So it made sense.
It hasn't been cut it hasn't been cut 10 times yet.
you have
has
trees?
It, since you
Absolutely.
since you bought it? 10
Absolutely.
times.
Do you have trees?
The mower or the yard?
No.
Have you ever mowed your lawn?
No.
You've never mowed your
No,
lawn?
not once.
Do you have trees?
Yeah.
Do you have to pick up leaves?
No, I pay the guy to do that.
Oh my gosh.
I know it's a 2-in-1 offer, dude.
Yeah, he even
They
offered
weed
to
eat,
plow
right?
my yard. Or, I'm sorry.
Plow your yard.
Not
Plow your
me,
driveway?
Plow my driveway.
Just snow removal.
But I said,
Well.
actually, that's pretty manly, so I went and bought a snowblower. Thinking about it.
Wait,
This guy. No, stop! Stop right now. I'm done. We all know that snowblower is going to sit in the garage all year, and somebody, probably his wife, is going to plow his driveway
Yeah.
for him. I will put $100. We probably won't get snow this year. That if we get snow, Jordan's not doing it.
I actually think he's buzzing the opportunity
I
to use a
actually-
snowblower.
Okay, he'll do it once.
Because it's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
New toy.
new toy.
And then
He's got to use it once. I mean, it's a new thing.
Yeah,
How would you, like, I can't wrap my head around it. Why would you own the tools for the job? You know how much fun it is to mow lawn?
So I grew up mowing yard, and when I say I grew up
doesn't?
mowing yard, from the time I could barely touch the pedal, I was mowing yard. I have mowed
Like acres. Like, we're talking thousands of
I
acres.
probably mowed all your land in my lifetime.
That's a lot of land.
It's a lot.
That's
of
a
land.
lot to cover.
And for
Crap.
about 12 years of my life living at one place, the lawn took almost 3 hours to mow.
Yeah.
And that's with a massive zero turn wide open, just hammering down. So much grass. You'd go through
Hammer.
a 3/4 tank. And I got to the point in my life where I'm like,
Tired of
I
it.
just stay at work another 5 minutes. And my guys paid off to mow my yard.
No, I get that, but like for me, I don't know. For me, it's so therapeutic. I bought a new lawnmower this year.
Nice.
I like-
What'd you buy?
Exmart.
Nice.
Dog. Let's go.
I'm in love with it.
She's a beast.
She is.
You shine her up.
that's
Give
my
her some
Her
love.
like getting blow her off every time I'm done.
Nice. Change your
Get
oil.
all the dust off it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Change
It's
her
like
oil.
one of those air ride seats.
Change
so
her
you're
oil.
you're
Change-
floating on a cloud.
Change her oil.
Like every other time I'm done.
Nice.
Oh, this thing's fresh.
Jack it up, clean the deck out, make sure the blades are sharpened.
Give it
Any
to me.
unused
I have a
gas
blade
gets
sharpener,
removed and
so-
thrown away.
Nice.
New gas every time.
Do you give it
Every
premium or unleaded?
I have a special mix I get flown in Europe.
This
Race gas.
this X Mark is
Essentially
decked out.
She's a fox.
What's the deck inch?
60.
60. This is 60 inches of pure steel.
I mean, we're talking.
That's not your
it's not
Instagram
one-
bio.
It's not one of them cheap stamp decks either.
It's what?
It's not one of them cheap stamp decks either. Welded.
Welded
deck.
Wow. 60 inches of
27 and a
welded.
half horsepower.
27 and a half powers of horse.
Yeah.
I believe
Gosh, dang.
X
Wow,
marks are made in
dude.
Nebraska too.
Nebraska.
Oh, that kind of killed it. We were on such a hot streak. It's
LED lights. I meant
LED.
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 Premium sound system.
LED. I have earbuds.
Okay.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah.
Or is it like those like motorcycles you hear from 3
Oversized.
miles away?
I'm not kidding you. Oversized tires. Top speed.
Oversized tires.
14.5 miles an hour.
Oh my goodness.
14. And can you cut it at a full 14?
About 12 and a half is max.
12 and a
I
half.
love these specs. Like there's
Wow.
it's so dialed.
But anyway,
The blades have to be sharper than a freaking sword that was used to cut up the Aztecs in the old days.
You could split a frog's hair in a tornado with those things.
A frog's hair in a tornado.
Oh man, just sharp.
Nice.
I'm gonna come mow your grass with your lawnmower sometime.
You know what? I would appreciate that.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate
I actually would consider it an honor if you let me touch that thing. Does she have a name?
Delilah.
The way he looked around before he said that.
Don't know if I want to ride Delilah around your yard. I'm not feeling that.
Just watch out for the ropes. But what I was saying,
Yeah, what were you saying?
I was saying is like, so like, my job is like I run machinery, right? And like it's so
Me
like
too.
a lot of times, like not as much as me.
Correct.
Shut up, give me this.
You can have this.
But like it's also kind of different machinery anyway. But like and like it's very like not technical, but there's like I have to be very precise and understand, especially when I'm planting corn and
Okay.
stuff. Like I run all day and like crap is beeping. I'm looking at monitors and like and everything's precise and whatever.
Screens, GPS.
It's so annoying. And then like you get home at the end of the day, the sun's going down, and you just do something just like mindless. Is what I love to do is drive stuff, but yet it's just like nothing's beeping. I can put a podcast in, listen
Yeah.
to music, and you just there's an hour and a half of just blissfully mowing my lawn. And then when I get done, the stripes. Oh, stripes.
Are you a double striper? You go back through?
Don't have time normally.
Do
Okay.
you have a roller kit?
What I don't, but what I do have oversized tires though.
Okay.
Helps a lot. And what I will do though, a lot of times is if like on the weekend, I'll
Mm-hmm.
mow Friday
Okay.
and then mow Saturday and like drop it.
So
half
it's
it,
essentially double.
double,
Okay.
not the same
Okay.
time normally,
Nearly.
but
I love it, dude.
I like it.
I love your mowing stories. That's awesome.
that's why I just can't. I just it's so relaxing for me. Oh, I love mowing lawn.
So I think at one point there was too much of a good thing for me.
You're
And
right.
It just became
You're
a
right.
chore. And then when leave season came around, I would spend 3/4 of a day mowing yard.
Yeah.
I just got kind of burned out. And it's really nice just to watch another guy and his son mow my yard.
That is sus.
That is weird.
That's very. You're married, my guy. So, what was your actual highlight again? Was it just getting a lawnmower? I can't remember where this all started.
I think it was just seeing a lawnmower in my garage. I mean,
Okay.
I don't.
That is kind of cool. You also have a grill in your garage. That's
do have-
that's really cool.
Two.
Ooh,
Actually,
grill.
3.
what kind of grill? What kind of grill you got?
I switched to the dark side. I traded in my Traeger
I don't say it.
Pit Boss.
Okay, pit boss is okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say gas.
Oh no. Well, I do have I have 2 Blackstones.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different. I'm talking just the old Weber.
No. I do have one of those Weber kettles.
Okay, that's different. You know
for
what I mean.
camping.
You know what I mean. But
you have-
Blackstones are where it's at. I want to get Blackstone or Green Egg is on the
I was
list.
just gonna ask if you had an egg.
I don't. I have a Traeger right now.
Okay, Traeger.
Hold
You're
it.
still
We
chilling.
are old and married. We've been talking about lawn mowing and grilling for the
Bro,
last 20
this
minutes.
is the best like enhancement of this podcast from year 1 to year 5.
So do you have a green?
We're literally talking about our appliances that we own. right
Yeah.
now. I mean, I'm not quite in that boat yet, but shoot.
Do you have green shoes like the Monarchs?
I don't.
You don't.
Those-
I have dad slippers though.
you
Dad
have
slips?
a baby
Dad slips. Nice.
that provides actual real blowouts, an actual real
Can
lawnmower,
confirm. A real lawnmower.
and you don't have a pair of Nike Monarchs,
I don't.
the dad shoes.
I want to
You're
get a pair.
slacking.
I want to get a pair of Nike Dunks. What I want to get.
That's not a dad vibe though.
I know, but I'm not a big.
You can't say you're not a dad.
I am a dad, but like I don't want to be a dad. You know,
Okay.
like
Okay.
no, I want to be a dad. I don't want to wear Air Max. That's what I'm trying to get
Just
at.
say that, dude. Just get it off your chest. I
black,
get it.
black
I
and
get
white.
it. Okay. I'm gonna join.
I want a pair of those.
You want to pair? Okay. I'm
Somebody
gonna,
get them for me.
We have a shoe guy. Reach out to our shoe guy.
No, I will.
I'm gonna quickly join the old man conversation. I
Hey.
changed a headlight in my car.
Really?
This off season. Yeah, I did. I was so proud of myself.
Actually, I do have a highlight this year.
And now I know everything there is to know about cars.
no, you don't.
Yeah, I did.
I called him one day on the way home from church. I was following him. He went over a bump and his muffler hit the ground.
Oh my!
It was a little jiggly. I mean, what's the wrong with a little jiggle in your muffler?
A lot of
Like, I
jiggle.
thought something felt kind
You
of
know what?
weird.
People who follow me enjoy following me. Okay, let's just say
There's a lot of action in the
My
trunk.
muffler don't jiggle.
it falls off.
I actually do have a highlight this year.
Yeah,
In our
go ahead.
shop, we did a full engine swap on one of our grain truck.
Okay,
That was interesting.
you did a full engine swap.
Yeah, and tranny.
Yeah, you should have had me over, dude. I could have told you how to do it. I've replaced a headlight.
That was a
Okay.
big.
I have replaced a headlight. Okay, stop.
So the 3308 cat would have been right up your alley.
3388 caps. The 436 series is the one I'm most used to, but typically the 534 is the one that I just like. My head is wrapped around fully,
Oh yeah, you have the turbo or non-turbo?
bro. I think turbo is for sissies, so I go
There's
on
no
turbo.
turbo.
Really?
I am the turbo.
Shoot, that was actually a trick question. Those engines don't have turbos.
Oh,
And you clearly do that.
I told you. I've replaced a headlight, okay? Why are you coming at my manlyhood?
You went to Napa and they put it in for you, didn't you?
Well, it wasn't that much more. It was like $30 for the headlight, or 40 if you wanted Donnie to
And they
put it in there for you. So it's like, okay, yeah, dude, bro, do it for you. No, I actually spent 2 hours trying to put this headlight in because
Did you get it
before. I did it. Yeah,
Good job.
Did all by myself.
Was that your highlight of the year?
I followed the whole. No, it wasn't. It's the only highlight I'm going to say. I don't need to say another one. But I did do the whole thing with not touching the bulb, all that stuff. So I did do it the right
That's
way.
cap. They don't pop.
I watched a video and the guy's like, yeah, you just don't want to touch it. You know, if you do a little bit, it's not that big of a deal.
Just grab
You
and stick
you
them.
what?
Put my fingers all over them. Just grab
You
it and
finger
stick
the
it in.
bulbs.
Yes.
See, I was
There's
told
nothing wrong
you
with
shouldn't-
that.
I see. Dude, I watched it. You know what? No, I did know that. I've replaced a headlight. That's now my thing for season
I'm
5.
gonna get you a shirt. I'm a mechanic. I replaced the headlight.
That's a good shirt.
That's a great shirt.
That's a great shirt. Yeah, that's my highlight for the off season. For
Oh
sure.
man,
That's some real wrenching right there, boys.
love it.
What?
Wrenching.
Wrenching.
Okay. I will say I am in like the worst speaking form of my. Usually my speaking forms go in seasons, and it all has to do with when our podcast happens.
Yeah.
Because I'm like a good. I speak clearly, fluently, and with like direct consultation, if that
That's
means
your
something.
opinion.
In like the middle of our podcast seasons, because I'm so used to like I also know how to put sentences together. Man, you go without a podcast for too long, and I'm just saying the dumbest stuff, and I can't think of words. And in general, I don't really enjoy talking as much as I used to. So, yeah, it's an art, and I've lost it. So it should come back this season sometime.
I hope so, because otherwise, shafted.
You're just gonna have to talk more.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. Jordan, what's the vibes?
Well, I just sat here listening to you talk about a bulb for the last 3 minutes.
Talking about my manlyhood? Is that what you're
Changed
talking
it.
about?
Randall talking about his land.
I'm an absolute dog.
Don't
Yeah.
have land.
I actually, you know what? I do own land now that I think about it.
Prove
But
it.
I think,
I was actually waiting for you to say
like, Randall, your baby could literally
Funeral
crawl.
plot doesn't count.
Your baby could crawl for 15 seconds and cover how much land I own from end to end. Okay, so we're not saying it's a whole lot, but you know it's land. Land is land.
Hey,
Hey, talking about a barren wasteland of just trash
Nothingness.
and cattails and everything else.
Canada.
There was a man
put
from
some-
Canada.
respecting.
How did I know that?
No, it's definitely, we have beautiful golden wheat fields down
We were up
here.
there for 2 days. And I never saw the sun. So.
Yeah, I mean, why would God shine on that land?
Wow.
But anyway, that being said, I do got to shout out some of the Canadian listeners.
Raisins.
Got back in the studio. I still got my pack of raisins
Those
sitting
things are
over here.
vile.
Shout out. And,
Yeah.
you know, over the off season, we did receive a really, really nice box of stuff from Canada. Thought I was going to get my head blown off. We did open it.
Yeah, we got that soon after the season ended.
It ended.
Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, I forget
Forgot
who
about
that was
that.
that sent that, but bless your heart, whoever took the time.
Oh,
to
we
do
have the
that.
receipts. We know that there's one good person in Canada.
Yep.
And you will be receiving something from us at some point.
Our love.
Our love.
That's great, dude. I actually forgot about that. That came, I think, within a week of us putting out episode 100. And so it kind of, I felt sad because it's like we wanted to reach out to the guy and obviously give him a shout out on the podcast. But it was great nonetheless. And we got to go through. There was like what, maple syrup
So
in there.
obviously we get
Canadian things.
We get stuff from the show, which blows my mind. I don't. Some people send stuff in, a lot of small stuff, but this was a massive box, and I happened to see.
You thought it was a bomb.
I did. I
We
saw
actually
the
were
postage.
hesitant to open it. Yeah.
Very hesitant. We don't have X-rays and like scanners through the.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. If we would open a PO box, we would have to get like a scanner.
We should open a P.O. box.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how to. Do we end podcast?
How do we transition? Thanks for letting us ramble. We're kind of get back into like the form of podcasting. Is that a thing? Form of podcasting? Back
Yeah.
in the flow of things.
Yeah.
Not making any promises. We're going to do the best we can. Be regular on uploading.
Yeah.
What? What are you looking? We made weird eye contact. Is that what you're laughing about?
no,
What are you laughing about?
I was just thinking about our conversations about Canada.
Oh, it is laughable.
We don't apologize for missing 7 months.
I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, granted, we did literally miss 7 months in a week, I think, since our last episode. I say miss. No. This was a design.
Jordan was getting married.
The bro tied the freaking knot of his life.
That was a loose knot.
Wait. What did you say? What are the exact, wait, Randall. What's the thing that married couples sometimes sign? Prenup.
Did you sign?
And I quote, Jordan said, we didn't, like, in relation to talking about his wife's job, we didn't sign a prenup, and then he went crazy. So, oh man,
That was definitely some visor.
man. I just thought that was a great moment, but yeah, no. So I mean, shoot, we missed a handful of weeks. Doesn't matter.
The bottom line is,
it doesn't matter.
The bottom line is, we were gone, but now we're back, baby.
Yeah, that's why we're not going to
That's all
make a
matters.
big production out of the time we were gone.
Yeah. What are you laughing at?
You good, brother?
I don't think you should laugh about your marriage.
No, I was not like that was. I'm going to go on the record and say not a whole lot of that was true.
Well, I mean, you said it, which is true, but whether it was
It's pretty alarming because every time I'm around you and your wife's not around, you take your rig off. It's pretty alarming.
okay, now we're just like openly lying about everything.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Gotta go tie a knot later.
I don't like that. I think we should end it here soon.
Knots?
Prediction: Super Bowl.
No.
We're quick doing a Super Bowl
Browns.
prediction? Taking the Browns. Shoot. You know what? I got the Steelers. Steelers, Cardinals, baby.
All right, let's not be stupid.
No, I'm taking either the 49ers, Dolphins, or Ravens.
I've said it from week like 8. 49ers and Ravens are in the Super Bowl.
You know what? I'm going to be interesting here. And
Carolina
Panthers? I'm going to say the Lions. I'm going to say the Lions. And I'm going to say the Bills.
That's bold, my dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to happen, but I want it to happen, so who cares?
It's bold.
What'd you say, Jordan?
Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
No.
This is not 2015. All right.
Boys, I just gotta say one last thing.
Yeah,
No,
go on.
I don't want you to.
I was really blessed by the Lord yesterday. I went through the
Hey,
Chick-fil-A
wait.
drive-thru.
Turn on the music. What's your story?
I went through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. I hadn't been through that drive-thru in a little while. People treat you like royalty.
They do not.
Oh, yes, they do. They are the Lord's people, and they're doing the Lord's work.
You say this
Amazing
like
humans.
every other podcast. It's just
Amazing humans.
Amazing. I mean, unbelievable people. I was delivered this
What'd you get?
strawberry
You're still
milkshake.
going. Okay.
what did you get?
I was delivered. I ordered a strawberry milkshake.
With nugs?
No, just a strawberry milkshake.
You went to Chick-fil-A.
Well, now that
For a
I live in the
strawberry milkshake.
suburbs, I have a Chick-fil-A
You
in my
do
backyard.
live scary close to Chick-fil-A. That's bad for you.
I live close to a Chick-fil-A. It's bad for my
you
overall
live close
health.
to everything, my dude.
I live close to a Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A,
Mission Barbecue,
Mission Barbecue, like any restaurant you can think of. I live
Park
close.
Street.
Yes.
I'm jealous of that.
Yeah, there's a new one. That too. So my overall health has definitely declined, but my goodness,
The quality of life.
going through that drive-through,
Escalated.
It's majorly.
it's amazing.
Okay.
Just brought me to realization again that there still are good people in this world.
So you still love Chick-fil-A.
I do.
I don't think that'll ever change. for him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I love? I love the smell of drywall.
That is true.
I love the smell of diesel.
It's like the
fuel.
smell of
Diesel
fresh
fuel?
asphalt.
Dude, I respect that take. When people have certain like smells they enjoy, like dude, you walk into a freshly drywalled and mudded room, it's just it's the
Or
smell
fre-
of new
or fresh-
construction.
fresh paint.
Ask
and it
Chris
makes me
why.
well, it depends what paint. Some paint's like really like
Okay.
strong.
No, but like new construction, new like
Just
oh,
bro, it's not after new flooring's put in even just
or
something,
cedar.
a cedar,
Cedar wood
Well,
cut.
I work around that enough, or I'm in it enough. I'm not a big wood guy. Fudge.
Are you saying all this to say?
He's not a big wood guy.
Are you saying all this to say?
Chris, could you
Chris
tell
is
us
getting a
something we
new
don't already
office.
know?
Hate this guy.
Chris is getting a new office, and so
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
moving out of the lunchroom.
See, that's,
Congratulations.
That's
Yes.
why he brought all that up. Just-
Nice.
I'm currently working 6 feet away from my father, aka the boss, and it's not that fun
yeah, good for you.
because I actually have to work. No, I'm joking.
Hey, Chris.
I'm joking. But I do get someone to look over my shoulder literally all day long. So
Who's that?
my father, I just said, I laid it
yeah.
out in front of you so well.
Sorry, I zoned out when you started talking about your office.
Okay. Whatever. Dude,
I saw you in your office though. It's pretty dope.
dude, thank you. Thank you. I'm jacked for it. Like we're talking a few weeks away and
We're talking
gonna
how
be,
jacked though.
like shredded. Like
Right.
Like 500 acres of land, Jack.
Like Sam Sulek type jacked.
like what?
Who?
I'm talking
Look him up.
Okay, I'm talking a crossbreed of like Vin Diesel and that's the only jack dude I can think of right now. That's how happy I am. And that's coming in like 3 weeks. So from there, it's going to be straight sanctuary in the office. So
I guess I'll have to come visit you.
yeah, you will. Replenish the stock.
I'll bring some more hot chocolate and we'll hang out.
Love you. Is there anything else we want to go over?
No.
Guys, this is season 5, episode 101.
Just want to let you know we'll be coming at you hot and heavy every week.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Hope you have an amazing week. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't been here before, leave us a 5-star review. We much appreciate it, as always. Randall's over there laughing, so I'm going to go ahead and just finish one up. Jordan, do you have any final remarks before I end it?
Probably more heavy than hot, but go on.
Okay. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you next week.
I love you.
Take care.
See ya.
Goodbye, friends.